Hi, my name is Beau Fornwalt. I'm with the Fathers' Rights Movement of Wyoming, and I wanted to make a video to bring awareness to everybody. I've been doing a lot of research lately, and I'm just blown away by the statistics. I think about my children and my fight, and the way that I can see that it affects them, and it's detrimental. So I've been looking at statistics, and they are staggering. 63% of youth suicides come from fatherless homes. 71% of pregnant teenagers come from fatherless homes. 85% of the youth we have in prison today came from a fatherless home. 71% of high school dropouts are from a fatherless home. 85% of the children that have behavioral issues come from a fatherless home. 90% of the homeless/runaway children come from fatherless homes. Now, each one of those statistics is scary in its own right, but the last one is the one that terrifies me, I think, the most. The 90% of runaway/homeless children are from a fatherless home. The reason this strikes close to home with me is my 4-year-old daughter, last year, ran away from my wife's house, my ex-wife's house. Now, she had been talking about it and threatening it, and at 4 years old, keep in mind, she threatened her mother to run away. Told her she was going to run away to her daddy's house or run away to her nana's house. And allegedly, my ex-wife got fed up with it and let her. Now, I don't come from the biggest city in the world, but my daughter walked almost 1.5 miles before my ex-wife could convince her to turn around. My ex-wife walked with her. She walked almost to my house, going in a direction that we don't even go. She's 4 years old. She ran away. There are people who say that if the fathers' rights movement and the fatherless home statistics and what the repercussions on children from fatherless homes is, it's staggering. There's a lot of people that say that if the fathers' rights movement was looked at properly, it would almost be a state of emergency epidemic in this country. The impact that it is having on not only the children, but the fathers. Coming from a father who has spent the last 2 years fighting to be in his children's lives, and I'm low on that totem pole when it comes to other fathers. I read stories every single day. Fathers will go in 10 years, 8 years, 11 years without even speaking to their children. Fathers who've never done a single thing wrong, but their children won't even speak to them because their mother told them that they didn't want anything to do with them children. Your dad doesn't want you. He doesn't want to see you. When in all reality, it's the mother who won't allow the father to see the children. I don't know the exact percentage or the exact number, but the last that I had been able to find, every 16 minutes in this world, not in the United States or in any specific country, but in the world, every 16 minutes, a father somewhere in this world takes his life because he is being excluded from his child's life. There seems to be a common misconception in this world these days that if you are that the mother is just ultimately the best fit person to raise the child. Or if you go to a parenting class, as I did, they'll try to teach you that whoever makes the most money is the most fit parent for that child. This is a very old, outdated way of thinking. Back in the early 19th century and before that, maybe even all the way up to the 70s and 80s, yeah, mothers were best fit to raise their children. I will admit that. But that's because that's what mothers did. Fathers, they left. They went to work. They worked all day. Mom stayed home. Wake up, make breakfast, get the kids ready for school, get them off to school. When they get back from school, it's homework and food, dinner. Have dinner ready for when dad gets home. That's how our country and society worked. Now, it is not that way. Not anymore. Now, fathers and mothers work. Fathers stay home with children almost as much as mothers. Not a single mom and dad situation, but on a grand scale. I spent the first 8 months of my daughter's life at home. And there were points after that where I left my job to be a stay-at-home dad. I've spent more time raising my children than my ex-wife, yet everybody, including the courts, seems to believe that she's the best fit to raise the children, and I should just see them 4 days a month. Now, if you do that math, at 4 days a month, on my daughter and my son's 18th birthdays, I will have missed 13 total years of those 18 of their lives. Now, here's my biggest problem. For the last 20 years, this country has been in an uproar at times for women's equality. Women want equal rights. Women need equal rights. Okay, understandable. Men need equal rights too. And I'm not talking about your right to vote. I'm not talking about your right to serve in the military as a combat soldier. I'm not talking about that. I think it should be equal across the board. There's not a lot of things men do that women can't, and there's not a lot of things that women do that men can't. There's women in the military, there's men doing hair. You can do whatever you put your mind to. No one is better than the other. I live in the state of Wyoming where our motto is equality. Yet the Wyoming Supreme Court does not view 50-50 custody as a suitable custody arrangement, and they will not make any mother, they will not force a mother to do it. So in my situation, I'm currently stuck with standard visitation, which I'm not even getting because of the false accusations. But we need to work together. I've been in the father's rights community for a while now, and I see more arguing and bickering among admins and the members that are following it alike, and it's baffling to me. Second to that, I've watched great fathers who brought a lot to the equality table leave our movement because of this bickering. I don't understand why it's so hard for everybody to just get along. Especially in the father's rights movement. How are you going to expect to make a difference in this world as far as mothers and fathers getting along and raising their children together if we as fathers can't even do it ourselves as a team, as a unit. How do you expect it to ever go anywhere? We need to stick together. We need to work together. This movement is to help people. It's to educate people. Not to argue. Which is a lot of what I see. You'll see an excellent picture being posted on the Fathers' Rights Movement. I'm not talking about of Wyoming. I'm talking about the Fathers' Rights Movement page itself. You'll see a brilliant picture be put up, and then you'll see all these nasty comments below. Now, I could understand if you had a lot of mothers coming in there and commenting and being all nasty. That's different. But we're fighting each other. We're supposed to be fighting for our right to be in our children's lives, not fighting for who has the best post, or I don't agree with this post. And then you've got to be nasty and vicious about it. I don't understand it. My movement, my videos, my efforts are not to argue with other fathers about what the best way to do it is. So, I will remain an admin of the Fathers' Rights Movement in Wyoming, but I will be officially starting my own page and my own Fathers' Equality Movement within the next 3 or 4 days. We as men fighting for our rights have to stick together. And it's like I said before, the amount of fathers taking their lives because they're being excluded from their children's lives is staggering and gut-wrenching to me. I hope and encourage any father that is low or just needs somebody to talk to that has an idea of what they're going through, of what they feel on a day-to-day, what they feel when they wake up in the morning. I don't know, exactly how all of you guys feel, but I know how I feel when my eyes open, and it's not great. I encourage anybody watching this video that needs to talk to somebody to contact me, or contact another father that is experiencing what you're experiencing. If you're feeling low, call someone. My number is 307-287-4381. You can call me day or night, weekends, weekdays, it does not matter. If you need somebody to talk to, call me, text me, email me, r_Fornwalt@yahoo.com. There are ways that we can help prevent some of the loss and help prevent some truly fatherless homes, because fathers get low. I don't expect everybody watching this video to understand what I'm talking about, but when you have the greatest things that ever happened to you stripped away from your arms and you're told you're not good enough to parent them anymore, you don't feel too great about it. So, I'm going to sign off for this one for now. Anybody that wants to contact me, my Facebook's Beau Fornwalt. I'll have my new page set up here within the next few days, I'm hoping, maybe even today, and I'll put another video out, get that shared, and hopefully we can change the way that this country, and hopefully, God willing, the way that this world works and looks at fathers, because it is destroying the youth in this country, and the only ones that seem to care about it are the fathers. Thank you.